Hey everybody, Norm over here, Norm's Rare Guitars, and I have one of the greatest legends of guitar that I know of, the greatest country guitar player from a different country. Unbelievable. Yeah. 5 times he was awarded the Country Guitarist of the Year. The great Albert Lee.
No, well, thank you. No.
And it's always a pleasure to have Albert in here. You know, it's an honor, and you know, it's we don't see each other enough. He's going to come. We have a very special concert that I can't announce yet because it's sold out. It's a 500-seat theater with a very big act, but we can't talk about it till maybe next week. And Albert's going to be coming. And tell us, like, what you've been doing. I mean, he toured for years with the Everly Brothers, played with Eric Clapton, played with everybody.
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky over the years, you know, moving from one band to another. I had an English band of my own for about 26 years, and I quit those guys last year because it was just keeping me in Europe for too
Having
long.
to travel across the pond too much.
Yeah, I mean, I like being there, but too long away from home, and you know, you've got a house to keep up and
Yeah.
cars. Everything goes wrong when you're not there.
And you're in Malibu, right? Or in that
Yeah,
area?
yeah,
So that's a rough life. So
Yeah.
I can understand why he might not want to go overseas when he lives in Malibu.
Yeah, we've been in Malibu since the '70s. You know, so we love it there. Yeah. So I finally put a U.S. band together. I've been living in America for 40 years. Never had a band of my own here until like 2 or 3 years ago. So we're actually, you know, working up gigs around the country now. You know, something I should have done
Fantastic.
a long time ago.
Well, one thing that was kind of cool is Albert used to play with a friend of mine on occasion, Mark Inslee, and there was a little club in Agora, and nobody would announce it because the place, you wouldn't be able to get near the place if Albert was playing there. So I'd find out by some inside sources, hey, Albert's going to be there tonight, and it was terrific. I mean, you know, sitting in a little club and watching Albert play, and you know, he also, I've always wondered, what do you do with a baritone guitar and a 6-string bass and all that? And Albert would show everybody what to do with one of those instruments.
Did I take one of those out there?
Yes, you did.
I did,
you know,
yeah.
and it was pretty amazing.
I haven't touched that thing for ages.
Really?
They're great. The Ernie Ball 6-string bass. They're fantastic, you know. And I pulled it out of the case the other day. And I thought, well, you know, I should, you know, take this around with me again, you know.
Well, what was cool is that, you know, on those instruments, if you play in the low register and you play chords, it muds out. So you have to be really conscious of how to use it so that everything's in the right register and all that. And he, of course, did it to the nth degree.
Well, I was playing leads on it, you know. But it was interesting, you know. As I say, I haven't played it in a while. But, you know, since I've been involved with Ernie Ball, you know, I mean, our relationship began in the early '70s when I came over with a band called Head, Hands and Feet. And Ernie and his son Sterling loved our band, you know.
I know Sherwood too. You know,
yeah, of course, yeah. And they were quite tickled. There was this English band playing country music, you know, so we became really good friends, and we have been ever since.
Now there's a pretty famous Australian guy playing country music too. Keith Urban.
Well, that was a lot later on.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, there's another guy playing country music from this country. So
yeah, well, you know, Tommy Emmanuel was
playing
electric.
Incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a really great acoustic player now. You know, but you know, we toured Australia a couple of times together
with Tommy.
Yeah,
that would
just
be a
the two
great
of us
bill.
with a rhythm section playing it. We'd open up the set playing a couple of songs on acoustic, and then we go to electric and do some rock and country.
And our buddy Lawrence Juber sometimes plays with Tommy as well, you know, so he's also great on the acoustic guitar.
Oh, yeah, no, he's wonderful, yeah. We're going to be playing together at the Malibu
Guitar Festival coming up, that's right.
Pretty soon,
That's not this Saturday, but the following Saturday in Malibu.
Right, yeah.
So, Albert, would you just honor us by just doodle a little bit on this 1947 0028?
47, wow.
Yeah.
finger's a bit sore at the moment. I've been working on cars for the last 4 days.
Working on cars. You're switching careers on us, huh?
Well, if I can do stuff,
You do it?
I'll do it. You know, I'm no expert, but I love to fix stuff.
Well, you know, James Burton one time, I think he was fixing his roof and fell off of a ladder.
I
So
know,
you better be
yeah,
careful
I know,
what you
yeah.
decide to
I
do
know,
as,
yeah, I'm very careful.
as a
yeah.
sideline.
Yeah, yeah. So they're a bit tender at the moment, but I've got to get back in shape.
Well, you know, Albert out of shape is better than everybody else in shape. So,
You're very kind.
but one of my favorite guitar players and just a great guy. And I'm going to hit Albert up to do one of these shows for the Midnight Mission for this homeless charity.
Love to. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I've already got a good idea. I think Joe Bonamassa has agreed to do one. We just have to coordinate this with Joe, Jimmy Vivino, Albert, and my buddy John Five, who I haven't talked to about it yet, but he's a real good friend of mine. And I would love to hear you two play because nobody knows that John is like one of the greatest country players
Yeah,
there
it's
is.
great.
It
Yeah,
was
I played
amazing.
on a record with him, on one of his records. Yeah, yeah.
So everybody looks
Cool.
at him and they think of him as Marilyn Manson and
Yeah.
Rob Zombie and all that, but what a great country player. So I thought it might be a really cool bill with those guys.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
So-
I just hope that I'm free. you know.
Well, we just got to coordinate days, so
Yeah.
we'll make it happen some way or other. But
Cool.
you know, with the
Okay.
venue and you know, it'll be a small venue. We're using Cal State Northridge Performing Arts Center for
Oh,
this
I see.
next show. It's
That's
a
nice, yeah.
500 seater in there, and it sounds terrific in that
Yeah.
room. So that's why this major artist who I was saying who's going to do the show, who I can't announce yet, he loves the sound of that room, and it's very intimate and all that. So we'll keep you guys posted. Albert Lee, the great Albert Lee, thank you
Well,
so much,
you-
buddy, for coming in.
Oh,
It's
it's
always
a
great to
pleasure.
see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Albert, you're gonna come in and we're gonna do some still photos with some guitars, right?
Yeah, maybe later this week or sometime next week. You know, I've got to
All right.
coordinate with the photographer.
All right. And he's got a very nice wife, Karen, who has been to a couple of these concerts that I've thrown for this homeless charity, and I'm always bothering her, so now I'm bothering you.
Oh, that's all right.
All right,
Be my
buddy.
pleasure. Thank you.
The great
Thank you.
Albert Lee here at Norm's Rare Guitars.
You're too kind. Thanks.